Welcome to this episode, a play date with the guides, transmissions to embody your highest self. So I'm really in a state of joy for our play date with the guides and thought it would be an amazing way to start us off by pulling a card from our Magdalene Manifestation card deck and then reading a little bit from the book that goes with the cards to set the energy for our time together here and also to model a little bit more about what the guides and I mean about a play date with the guides. And I will talk about that later on in the episode, and also how your own play dates with the guides can really be supportive for you. So the card that I pulled for this podcast is Embodied Radiance. You can see there's all kinds of beautiful colors and emanating radiance. So Embodied Radiance, physically energized, revitalize, renew, and restore. Take impeccable care of the physical plane to manifest 100% of your desires. So I'm just going to read a couple paragraphs from the description of this particular card. When you draw this card, you're encouraged to consolidate your energy to that which is essential. You may notice individuals, activities, or things naturally falling away as you attune to an even greater state of joy. The prioritization of your radiance and joy as top on your list may have come from a healing crisis or from your inner knowing. Don't be alarmed when things fall away. Simply lean into that which is emerging, revel in the space that has been opened up, and give thanks for what has been. Rest, renew, rejuvenate. Taking impeccable care of the physical plane cultivates your capacity to manifest 100% of your desires. You are applying being a magical creator on the physical plane, and the field of creation responds in turn. Tune in. Are you called to exercise your body, dance, eat nourishing foods, meditate? Is now the moment to put systems in place, organize your home, or take a vacation. The new paradigm is no longer aligned to manifest anything that isn't aligned for you. Multidimensional abundance is what matters most to you. Lean into your natural beauty, your glow, and your radiance, and watch gorgeous experiences rush in, just like the one that we're having right now. So much wisdom in the embodied radiance, physically energized card. And it's such a perfect card for our particular topic today, which is all about transmissions to embody your highest self. So that we picked the card Embodied Radiance. Really, yeah, you just can't make this stuff up. So I wanted to introduce the topic a little bit more. As you've been hanging with Divine Transmissions for any amount of time, as you know, the guides and I are really committed to elevating consciousness on the planet in a very embodied spiritual way, where your everyday life is your playground for enlightenment, for ascension, for living as your highest self. And one of the key ways of really accelerating into leading and living as your highest embodied self is recognizing that you came into this lifetime with certain things that you wanted to do, that you wanted to experience, that you wanted to contribute. And so when you're fulfilling your divine assignment or your divine mission, or you're really also enjoying your life, the play date, because I've been hearing a lot in the field, and also from our clients, that you want to have more play, you want to have more fun, you want to have more joy. And when you're really applying and embodying all of that, it's so deeply fulfilling. And a key to that is spending more now moments focused on your own personal and spiritual evolution, if that's something that calls to you. If you're here, I know that it does. And also being even more in what lights you up. And in my conversation with the guides the last few months, and actually I got the download for the play date with the guides, what we're also calling Ascended Master Playdates, while we were in Egypt in February 2024. And there's all kinds of sacred symbology here. Like I had my 54th birthday on the journey. This is the 54th episode of our podcast. So there's 54 is my favorite number since I was a child. So there's just all these synchronicities as well. And while I was in Egypt, the guys were really showing me that over the years, right, as I've been partnering with the guides now for some decades, there's been a cycle of creating bodies of work, creating bodies of work, creating bodies of work. And we have the Ascended Masters have brought forward an amazing treasure chest of curriculum to live in the new paradigm, in the new earth, to really live as our divine selves, including the books that they brought forward, the temples of light, the council of light, the tablets of light, the Magdalene manifestation cards, and our programs that we have, whether that's our master classes, such as the Visionary Heart or the Birthright of Love, or the Highest Contribution Activation, or our more in-depth programs like Divine Light Activation and Sahu and Magdalene codes. That over the years, it had been about creating these bodies of work, creating these bodies of work, creating these bodies of work. And you may notice that you have a similar cycle in your own life, because sometimes talking about what I've been experiencing and how things have been evolving for me personally is a ginormous contribution for you and for our community at Divine Transmissions to recognize also your own evolutionary path. And so in Egypt, I was just really like reveling and being in community and channeling and playing. There was so much play. Like I felt like we were all kids that were like crawling on the playground of the temples and the pyramids and just having a really good time. And the guides were so present with us, and the channelings were coming forward, and based on what was needed in the moment, like this beautiful orchestration of community and channeling and play and fun, as well as an acknowledgement of all the curriculum, the transmissions that the guides have brought in over the years. And that when I was in Egypt and I got the download of the Ascended Master Play Date, and when I came home, there was just a sense of, like, for me also, to really be spending more now moments just channeling and deepening into what the guides have brought in, the greatest hits, the greatest and the latest transmissions. And that as a channel and a prolific creator, like, the focus has really been about creating and channeling and getting the bodies of work out there. And now the message that the guides have really been sharing is that there's this beautiful treasure chest of teachings, of channelings, of programs. And it's really time to have that shared treasure chest be accessed by those of you that we have a divine appointment with, and to apply it. So this real sense of, like, the work's in, and now it's time to apply it. And, really contributing even more by me being even more in my zone of genius, the channeling and partnering with the guides, as well as for our Divine Transmissions community, having a place where we can come together and open the treasure chest and play together in a way that is also bite-sized, pieces. So it's a little bit about the background of our play dates, our Ascended Master play dates, and play date with the guides, these divine transmissions to embody your highest self. And this podcast is like a a an intro to them, and also an example of it, and kind of the story behind it, as well as modeling that any relationship that we have that's strong is because we've spent time together. And I have thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of hours uh, consciously channeling the guides, as well as hanging out with them on a regular basis. And I know that a lot of our community also, you are committed to connecting to yourself as an embodied divine being, as your highest self, and to have play dates with yourself and your guidance and your intuition. And so as we spend time together and we focus on it in a playful way, not in a, that word play date is it brings up that childlike curiosity, that energy that we were feeling in Egypt of like, wow, of course, like what else are we going to do? Eat bonbons and whatever, like those things are great. Yet if you're here, what I know about you is that you do have a thirst to know the divine, to know yourself as the divine, to apply your spiritual expansion in your physical life. And so coming together, not necessarily for here's the objective, like here's the outcome of the play date, here's the destination of the play date, although there are tons of benefits from the play dates, yet for the play of it, for the joy of it, for also the practice, like a yoga practice of what it's like to be in communion in the present moment with source, and to go deeper into channel teachings to really live in the new paradigm, in the Great Awakening, the Aquarian Age, the unity consciousness, ascension, embodied ascension. So I'd love to bring in the guides at this point. We already have our starting point, which is embodied radiance, physically energized. And let's have the play date with the guides. Mm. Hello, dear ones. This is Thoth with an expanded Council of Light, moving more into the forefront of this divine transmission. And we are bringing forward some of the rays from the Council of Light book. And one of our higher purposes of encouraging, inviting Danielle to have these Ascended Master play dates is to go deeper into the bodies of work that we've already brought forward. That you may have a copy of the Council of Light and you may have gone through it on your own, and yet we haven't ever taught a here's the Council of Light book class. And so not that this is only about the Council of Light, but it's an example for us in a live way to go into the treasure chest of what's in the Council of Light book and use some of those teachings, energies in a way that apply to your embodying your highest self, that apply to navigating the changing times and really living in the new paradigm. And if you'd like to pick up the copy of the Council of Light book, you can get it wherever books are sold. And we're bringing in the energy now for you to access some of what's there. So in as the Council of Light came forward, just to share a little bit of the background, Danielle was actually in Seattle and she was meditating in the temples of Egypt, and she was meditating to the Temple of Luxor. And this is where she first met this particular Council of Light that came forward. And there were thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of light beings on this council. And so she asked for a representative. And the representative that came forward was the golden stargate. So you may, what she calls the golden stargate guy. So you may imagine a golden stargate. You may imagine the Temple of Luxor. If you've been there, we're weaving in a little bit of the temples of light, because at the Temple of Luxor, there's also transmission about the Temple of Luxor. And the Temple of Luxor is really built in like a human or bipedal body, where you enter into the feet, and as you advance into the temple, you move more and more into the legs of the temple, into the heart of the temple, into the holy of holies of the temple. And so, as this topic is transmissions to embody your highest self, we're bringing in the template of a temple, which is a reflection of above and below in this cosmos, as well as the energy of the particular council of light. So when the Council of Light came forward, the particular council, they, for the Council of Light book and material and the rays of light, they very much spoke about the higher purpose being to enhance joy in order to enhance health, wealth, and happiness. And the the encouragement of these ascended master playdates is tied into that mission. It's tied into pleasure. It's tied into joy. It's tied into fun, that it's a play date, that your spiritual advancement doesn't have to be serious, although it may be connected to the star Sirius and the energy of Isis and Osiris. Yet to play, to be in a state of joy. And so we're bringing in the joy ray. And yes, joy as an emotion. However, joy is a frequency. Joy is a frequency. Like Danielle and her beloved Friedemann, they have many cats and horses, and she sees the horses how they play with each other, and she sees the cats when they're being petted, the bliss on their face, like, and they're in a moment open for bliss. Open for bliss. So one of the teachings that we've shared over the years, one of the greatest teachings, the greatest hits, the greatest and the latest channel transmissions is what we're up to in these playdates, is that bliss exists in each and every now moment. And that's really modeled by the animals. They're available, they're present. And then if they get petted or they're grooming themselves, they're in a state of pleasure. They're in a state of joy. They're really present with it, savoring it, not thinking about what the next thing is to do, yet really in the present moment. So we brought in the joy ray. We brought in Embodied Radiance. We brought in Luxor Temple. And now we would bring in the solar ray. And the solar ray is the now ray. The solar ray is the now ray, also from the Council of Light book. And the exercise with the solar ray is that you can bring your middle finger to your thumb. If you're watching the video, you can see Danielle's hands are doing this, or you're just tapping your middle finger onto your thumb in your lap. And when you do that, you can say now, 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 and have a sense of the solar ray and the joy ray. Joy and presence now. Joy and presence now. Embodied radiance, joy, and being present in the now. Embodied radiance, joy, and being present in the now. Embodied radiance, joy, and being present in the now. Embodied radiance, joy, and being present in the now. Now, 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 now. So we're pausing here for a moment to let what we've shared integrate, summarize. We have brought forward the Council of Light, whose higher purpose is to enhance joy and therefore health, wealth, and happiness. The Magdalene Manifestation cards have been a part of this, the specific card of Embodied Radiance and physically energized, taking impeccable care of the physical plane to manifest 100% of your desires. Rest, renew, revitalize. And the energy of joy, as well as the solar ray being present, as well as the Temple of Luxor. So there's a lot of transmissions that we've shared to assist you in embodying your highest self. Our primary message is an invitation for more play, more presence, and having more play and presence with what you might call your purpose, what you might call your highest contribution. That it comes from an energy of joy, which is very much associated with the new paradigm. So we would invite you, if you're called, to join us for a longer Ascended Master play date, live or on a replay, that we are offering at this point in conjunction with some of our primary activations, a visionary heart activation to upgrade your relationships, to call in new relationships, and that comes with a bonus call to an Ascended Master Playdate, or our Birthright of Love masterclass, Manifesting What Matters Most, which comes with a bonus Playdate. Many of you have been asking for us for years to have ways that you can regularly connect with us and be in community and experience the teachings and the energy work and what is really present in the now moment, what you require and desire in the now moment. And that is also the essence of a play day with the Ascended Masters, is that we don't have an agenda that we're coming in. It's allowing each now moment to inform what is going to be the most supportive in the now moment. Now, to clarify, we do have a focus. Our focus is always elevating consciousness in an embodied way. So we do have a focus. What we mean by we don't have an agenda is that this is very much spontaneously, just like if you're playing, you can imagine kids that are playing, they may start playing some kind of make-believe, like as Danielle grew up with horses and around horses and riding horses. And that's actually where her favorite number 54 came from, was that she was in a show, a riding show, when she was like 9 years old and had the number 54, and just a really playful memory. And so with her friends, they would often pretend they're horses, and one was the ring master was saying walk or make a circle or trot or gallop or do reverse, and then the other kids were the horses, and they would be the horse and rider, and they do those things. And so maybe the play date starts with something like that, where it's like, yes, let's play horse riding. And then the play date naturally in the now moment might evolve into, let's go outside and have a treasure chest. Let's have a treasure hunt. Or let's uh, eat something yummy, or blow bubbles, or skip around, or skip rope. So the energy of play and spontaneity, it's very much presence in the solar ray, in the now ray. So that's also one of our higher purposes of these Ascended Master play dates, is be in community and be in the spontaneity and uh, re reprioritize, like in the reading of Embodied Radiance, reprioritize having a place to play, having a place to rest, to renew, to receive, to revitalize. That most likely, because you're a part of our community, you give a lot. And so to have a place where you receive, to have a place where you're nourished, to have a place where you're with others as well that are on a high vibe path, can be deeply, deeply, deeply nourishing. So we will wrap up this play date with gold dust and sprinkles and magic bubbles, as well as the joy ray, embodied radiance, the Luxor temple, and the solar ray. Our primary components today, the transmissions to assist you in embodying more of your highest self. All is light and love, and we are all. Yay. Danielle here, moving more in the forefront. Thank you for tuning into this play date with the guides. I recommend for you to also have your own play dates with yourself, to have this be an invitation to look for the bliss that exists in each and every now moment, to be available like the cats when there's something that is going to be nurturing that comes across your screen. And if you're feeling that higher self vibrational recognition that you would like to join the guides and join the guides and me to our Ascended Master Play Date calls, which are currently as a bonus that comes with our Visionary Heart Masterclass or our Birthright of Love Masterclass or our highest contribution activation, then we'll provide more information in the show notes. And who knows, maybe eventually we'll just have monthly Ascended Master play dates, that those that are called a little bit like uh a yeah, a membership site. And stay tuned to the podcast, because who knows, we may also be called to have a channeled transmission here in the future. Okay, so sending you much love and appreciation. Thanks for tuning in. Bye for now.